John is 19 years old. That's him with his niece. We've chosen not to show his face.
That's my baby.
When John was just 7, he began taking Risperdal for ADD. Even though the FDA approved the drug only for adult patients who are psychotic, John's doctor and others widely prescribed it to kids for less severe behavior problems. Once taking Risperdal, John's mom says he became aggressive, sleepy, and developed bowel problems. But the biggest shock came when he was 14 and started developing women's breasts. For a 14-year-old boy, that has to be horribly embarrassing.
He asked me, was he a girl?
He asked if he was a girl.
He tried to put on his sister's bra.
These photos show John's out-of-control breast growth. It turns out Risperdal can increase production of a hormone called prolactin, which stimulates breast growth. It's called gynecomastia, and it's irreversible. Risperdal and other so-called atypical antipsychotics have exploded in use. Hundreds of thousands of kids have been prescribed Risperdal in the 14 years it's been on sale, most of them long before the FDA approved it for very limited pediatric use. John and most of the other children weren't psychotic at all, but were given Risperdal for behavior disorders, including autism and ADD.
It's about as bad a thing as a boy can get that I can imagine.
Attorney Stephen Scheller is suing Janssen, which makes Risperdal. He claims Janssen marketed Risperdal for unapproved uses in children, downplayed serious risks like diabetes and seizures, and breast growth wasn't even mentioned under warnings, but was buried under precautions in obscure terms. Janssen wouldn't agree to an interview, but told us the breast growth risk is clearly stated in the FDA-approved labeling, and we only promote our products for their FDA-approved indications. Nobody knows how often it happens, but in Janssen's own clinical trials with fewer than 2,000 children, 43 developed the abnormal breasts. Scheller represents John and 9 other boys, including this one who was only 4 when he developed a breast on one side and began producing milk.
This child has had mastectomies.
The treatment for the unbridled breast growth is as unthinkable as the disorder, painful removal of the breasts. Eventually, the boys can appear normal again. Here's the 4-year-old after surgery, and John after a double mastectomy. The family's lawsuit is still in court. Did the surgery fix all of his problems from the medicine?
No.
He still thinks he's a girl.
Yes.